Hey everyone, this is Vintage Vinny, and I am bringing you all my May eBay sales update for 2018. I had some really great sales with great profits this last month, and I'm looking forward to sharing them with you all. Also, just to help you all be on the lookout, because you never know what's out there when you're out thrifting or wherever else that you go to source. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. The very first item that I want to share with you all is something that I took too much of a chance on, but I still made a few dollars on. It was not the smartest thing, in my opinion. And that would be this Chima Lego set Egler's Twin Bike. I did pay $8.99 for this at a Goodwill down where I used to live because I thought the color of the week was blue, and that's what the color tag was. Funny story, I walked in and I saw that they wrote the color of the week was, I can't remember what it was, but they wrote it in blue. So usually I see the color and I associated it with blue tags being half off. So I found a bunch of stuff for what I thought was half off, and once I found out it wasn't, I passed on it. And this was one thing I probably should have, but anyway, it's okay. It was opened. I thought it was sealed, but it was not. So what I did is I offered free returns on it, and somebody did offer me a grand total of $15.60, and I just accepted to get it out of here, and I did not receive a return, so I guess everything must have been in there, which was good, and the buyer did pay shipping for that. Another great item that I picked up is this set of anthropomorphic, I believe it's a cat and a mouse. They were both marked Japan, dating to probably the 50s or 60s. There was one issue on the mouse's hat. There was a little chip there. I paid $1 for both of these figurines, and I sold them for full asking price of $12.99 with the buyer paying shipping. This was a really good score. This was a brand new Hot Wheels Mega Loop Mayhem from 2011. I got this at kind of like a vendor flea market kind of a place out in Pennsylvania. It was kind of like one of those flea markets where a bunch of people are set up, but they're not there. It's kind of like maybe an antique place. So I got this in one of the booths. It was $10, and I said, okay, let me look up the comps, and my service was pretty bad. But I managed to see that a lot of these have sold, so I got it for 10 bucks and I sold it for full asking price of $69.99. I did have this up for $99.99 originally, and then I kind of went back through the completed and sold listings and found out it sold for about this or just a little bit over that. So I made a pretty good profit, and I bought some stuff to keep from when I bought this, so that's a pretty good return on investment, I think. Another really great item that I picked up is this Art Deco cast aluminum flush mount ceiling fixture. I think I got that for like $3.85 on sale from like 5 something. And I sold it for full asking price of $39.99 with buyer paying shipping. And as you can see, it's really detailed, and you can tell this is old. I hope the person that bought it is enjoying it. I did get positive feedback from them. I'm hoping that they put it to some good use. And that was bought at a vendor antique place. Picked this up at a Salvation Army. I wasn't expecting it to sell because pewter figurines, they're heavy and there's a lot of them out there. So this one I got for $2.99. I did accept a best offer of, which was kind of weird, $13.30. With the shipping, the buyer just said, can we just round it up to $20? So I said, yeah, I'll take that. So I think I spent 80 some dollars that one day at the Salvation Army. So this helped pay that off, or helped make my money back. Another fantastic pickup is this 1930s, 1940s Art Deco hanging glass light fixture. This was one of those items that I did take a chance on, and I paid, I think it was like $20. It was like 20% off in one of the antique booths, and that's like, what, 20 minutes away from where I live, not even that. So, and I sold it for $84.99, and the buyer did pay a hefty price of $30 to ship this all the way to California. But it did arrive safely, and they are really enjoying it, and I also hope that they found some awesome place in their house to hang this. Next item is something that I've had up for a long time. I've reduced it pretty heavily because it just wasn't moving. So this is one of those fiberglass Tasty Freeze serving trays that I picked up. I actually got two of them. They were 75 cents each, and I did take a best offer of $30. So that was a pretty good return on investment from 75 cents to 30 bucks. Can't go wrong with that. This little guy here, if you guys remember, I bought probably right after Christmas time, maybe mid to late January. I bought a whole box of the Pixie ornaments for $10.99 from another indoor flea market antique mall. And I think there were like five of them in there, so it came out to like $2 and some change. So this paid off every single one that I bought, and I think I'm selling three, or no, there were five of them in there, so I'm selling four of the five, and I kept one that I really liked. Because I'm not crazy about the flat-nosed, normal-eared pixies. I like the long-nosed and the pointy-eared pixies. But I listed this, I remember, not that long ago, and within like 10-15 minutes it sold. So that was a really cool experience, and I shipped that out immediately, and the buyer loved it. All right, and this is the last of the Hurricane Spin Mop dollies that I picked up. Paid $1.49, and this one actually sold, and I took a best offer, I think, of, what was it? It was like $16, and they never paid, and then it got relisted. I got a final value fee credit, and then within, I think, a day or so, it resold for full asking price of $19.99, and they did pay shipping. Another awesome pickup, at least I think, is this Barbie featuring Batman, Catwoman doll. It's not from the 60s, but it's featuring the 1960s Catwoman, played by Julie Newmar. Funny, I actually just watched a Bewitched episode and she was featured in it. Picked this up at a local vendor mall, flea market, antique store for, I think I got it for $11.66. It was 10% off of $12.95. And after much negotiation, took a best offer of $48 with minor details of damage on the box, as you can see. Small little wrinkle on Catwoman's ear, and then just little bits of cosmetic damage that I mentioned. Buyer loved it, left me good feedback, and they did pay shipping. Another thing that I was not expecting to sell for the price that it did, because it's been a couple of years since this was in circulation, 2 years exactly. Do you guys remember back in 2016, the Nationals were giving away stuff for the political inauguration or something of our president? And I actually sold one that I paid $2. Actually, I paid $2 for this one, and I paid $2 for another one from another thrift store. One was the donkey, and this one is the elephant. Paid $2 for it, and I sold it for $14.99, and the buyer did pay the shipping. For some odd reason, whenever I click this listing right here, it doesn't take me to the listing itself, so I do apologize if it's not showing up here. But I sold that other Lego architecture set, the Rockefeller Center. That, I think, cost me a whopping $5, and I took a best offer from $100 to $80. So if you ever see the architecture models by Lego, pick them up if they're cheap, because they sell for good money. And the last item that sold on May 31st, which is why I didn't do the video on May 31st, because I figured, something else may sell and I want to put it in the video. And I just stuttered there. When I talk too fast, that's what happens. But yeah, I picked up this cute little lamb baby planter made by Inarco. And I paid $1.50 for it. I took a best offer of $12 for it. And it's really cute and in good shape, and I hope it gets to the customer safely. So that's my quick little haul, or sales report for you all. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, leave me a comment below, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Click the link next to the subscribe button, or click the bell next to the subscribe button if you would like to be notified when I put new videos out. Links to my social media are also down in the description box, so if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, friend me on Facebook, which I don't really get on very much, so if I don't respond to your friend request immediately, I apologize. All that is down below in the description box, and I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you.